What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna apologize now for the road noise if a few vehicles go by or rigs or whatever has it. But I have a 2022 GasGas EX350 and I recently wanted to start getting into some enduros. I race hare scrambles now, so I don't need a headlight or taillight, but in the enduros you do need a headlight and taillight and a plate. Whenever I bought this bike, it was titled as a motorcycle and it is registered and insured, the whole 9 yards. So that plate is actually for this motorcycle. But I wanted to clear up some confusion. I had a lot of confusion whenever I was trying to find a headlight and taillight for this bike because it originally doesn't come with them and I couldn't find any, specifically made for it. But I was able to go on to Rocky Mountain ATV and find a mask. This is called a mask, I guess now, but the front plastic where the headlight goes and the rear fender off an EC300 2021 GasGas, because I needed the rear fender because if you look at this one, it doesn't have these two grommets or nipples or whatever you want to call them, where these two screws go into. And once I got that, the fender mounts up exactly the same inside under the seat. I mean, you have the same seat bolt that runs across from here to here. It mounts up the same. Here's the two screws that hold it in there. Once I got the fender, I had to purchase off the OEM schematic on Rocky Mountain. I had to get this piece right here that mounts with these two bolts. I had to get this long piece here, which gives you like this little fender on the back for the plate. The taillight bracket. And once you get all that mounted up, I had to get an Enduro Engineering. There's all kinds of different little brands. I think there's a KTM one or a Husqvarna, whatever. But I had to get this, and then that is, you have to drill and tap, or not drill and tap, just drill 3 holes here to then mount that on so you can put your plate on. But I don't need it actually hooked up. I just need the taillight itself. So it actually runs up through, and then I put a little shrink wrap on it just to keep it from bouncing around and whatnot. But so that is how I put the rear end taillight and license plate on the back of this bike. And then the front, once you have the mask from Acerbis, you can go on the OEM schematic and get the headlight, the headlight bracket, which basically mounts to the mask, so you're able to mount the headlight to it. And then you have to get these straps here because you will no longer use the mounting point from the front plate over there. So it's just held on there like that. But like I said, I was confused at first whenever I did it on my 2022 GasGas, but all the 2021 stuff works, and the only model that I know of, I mean, maybe other displacement models have them, but the ECs are the only ones that have the headlight and the taillight. So everything mounts up, it all works together. So I just bought them and it ended up working. Now I can get out and do some enduros. I just recently raced the Rattlesnake National Enduro up in Cross Fork. Super fun, but hopefully this cleared up some confusion. If anybody else has out there a GasGas 350 2022 model and you want to get a headlight and taillight for it, but you can't find them, there you go. 2021 EC300 stuff works.